So, this normally isn't the thing I'd make an entire video about, but I'm making a video about it. I credit Onteras031 for bringing this to my attention. He posted it in one of our mutual discords, and now I can react and potentially overreact to the news. So, Bethesda made a Cacoward. Sorry, a Doom 1993 floating golden Cacodemon figurine Bethesda gear exclusive. This is now available for pre-order for $125 USD and will ship in January of 2026. So, we can all see what this looks like, right? And if you're brand new to the world of Doom and don't know what this looks like, well, first of all, welcome. But you also may be wondering what the Cacowards are, and in essence, they are an awards show for Doom mods. It's been running since 2004, and has featured this little guy next to all of its regular awards since its inception. Scuba Steve created the original Cacoward design, and while, yeah, it's obviously not the hardest design in the world to make, you're just colorizing a sprite of the Cacodemon and putting it on a trophy base, someone did come up with the idea to do it. No one gets paid to be on the judges panel, no one gets paid for their mods that I know of, and in very rare cases does anyone actually get a physical manifestation of a trophy. Like, here's a picture of John Romero with one, but haven't seen too many people with a physical one. It's mostly just internet points and Doom street cred. I think the only people who get paid in the entire process are the people who make, like, the artwork for the banners, because they should get paid. In any case, the Cacowards have been an institution in not just the Doom community, but the wider gaming sphere for the last 20 years. It helps it's posted on Doom World, which is one of the longest running Doom-related forums to exist, and has a very robust community. There's been numerous articles about the Cacowards over the years, and it even has its own Wikipedia page. Not just from one of the Doom wikis, but an actual Wikipedia page that isn't just a stub. So it is just a tad suspicious to me that Bethesda is now creating a golden Cacodemon on a gray base, which is really just a recolor of the one in the LRG Will It Run box, and charging money for it. And yes, I am fully aware this is Bethesda's IP and they can do whatever they want with it. There's nothing technically illegal here, as far as I can tell, but it does just feel really gross and slimy they're selling this when it is, at a glance, very similar to the Cacowards design. I have a hard time believing that no one at Bethesda looked at this and thought it was a bit too similar. Bethesda is well aware of the mod scene in Doom, so much so they made a mod browser a thing in their latest port release for Classic Doom, and in an interview on their site, someone they're interviewing directly mentions the Cacowards. Also, I'm not gonna lie, this merch makes no sense unless they knew what kind of imagery it would invoke with the community. Bethesda makes fine enough merch designs, but it feels odd they wouldn't just sell more of those figurines with the normal coloring. And they're really cute. It takes effort to manufacture a recolor, and given most of the offerings Bethesda has had for Classic Doom merch, which are very few, it feels unlikely they'd independently come up with the idea for this themselves. And given the continued volunteer work the Doom community is having to do to keep Bethesda's mod browser from becoming a shit-filled slop hole, it feels like this is just profiting off community design and effort. Not only that, but it undermines the Cacowards in a way. And I know how gatekeepery that sounds, but like, not every person wins a Cacoward. But now apparently anyone can buy something that closely resembles a Cacoward? Come on now. Someone else brought this up in my Blue Sky thread, and I think would be very cool of Bethesda to do, is if they're going to do this, is to donate some of these to the Cacowards this year to give out to participants. It could even boost their pre-orders if they're open that long. That way the community is at least a little bit respected, and Bethesda can still get some of that sweet, sweet cash that they obviously want for these. I don't love that they're selling these in the first place, but acknowledgement and recognition of the community that was the basis for design for these things would be a good starting point. In any case, I want to hope Bethesda didn't have malicious intent, but I don't trust them. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!